Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is David. Grab yourself your favorite beverage, and let's get started. We're doing another little voiceover video because, well, it was nighttime and I wasn't feeling too inspired. But last episode, on the tutorial for the Franks, I had converted a little cave into a home. And so in this video, I delve further into turning a cave into a home. Something you must understand when you're turning a cave into a home. Man, I've repeated that too many times, I can't even say it correctly anymore. Something you must understand when you're turning a cave into a home is that your home is never going to be completely safe. If you're going for a stylized approach like I do, your home's not going to be safe. You're in a cave. That's where mobs spawn, even in daylight. That's where the trouble occurs. So, do not expect to go ahead and set up camp in a cave and be safe forever. It's not the case. Pardon me a moment. Time for a sip. Delicious. No, you see, you don't live in a cave because you want somewhere safe. You live in a cave because you don't want to build the walls. You want to expand upon what's already there. And that is something that a cave home can give you a lot of. Expansion. You don't need to do a lot of work in a cave home to make it feel particularly homey. Right now, I found an entrance and I'm just making a staircase that goes down. I'm then replacing the floor with grass because, as you know, or as you should know rather, caves are incredibly gray. That's just the way they are. Because stone. So, what you want to do is you want to break up the grayness. Keep gray as a large part of your scale because it is a cave home after all. You want it to resemble a cave, but you don't want it to be so gray and so brown, and that's what the value of the grass is. But what I like to do is I like to put a little gaseous apparently. What I like to do is I like to put a wood outline around the grass inside the cave and use bushes and glowstone as my lighting methods, because I think torches are a little too disruptive in this build, because you're supposed to be drawn to the walls, drawn to what's on the walls, and we'll get further into what goes on the walls a bit later in this episode. We're going at 2x speed, so I could speed it up faster, but I don't particularly want to. Right now we're adding the rim job, that's what I'm going to call it, because, well, I'm immature, and I find that funny. Clearly I'm thirsty. You know what I'm saying, boss? So here's something you should do when it comes to a cave home, especially in a stylized, like a visual appealing style, which is what I build in. Ain't that right? What you want to do is not build on top of the cave pathway, but you want to build into the walls of the cave. You want to make rooms within the walls of the cave. That way you have a natural flow to your home. It directs you one direction, it directs you another direction. You are subconsciously encouraged to move one way or another. Oh, sorry about that. Seems I'm getting a massage. A massage. Here I'm making a little storage unit, just because I felt that would be a good touch for the moment, because there's not a lot going on in this cave, and that's important. If you're doing this, you want to put things in, even if they're useless things. I would probably never use those chests. Those chests are too out in the open. Those would be my 9 dump chests. Alright? This furnace system, I'd also probably never use. I would make a mass smeltery in a different room somewhere. But the fact is, they're there to act as a decoration. In vanilla Minecraft, they don't look as good, and at the end we do run through this place in a vanilla texture, but I built this in Sphax, and it looks good in Sphax, and I'm going to recommend to my friends who are playing on the Realm to get the Sphax texture pack, and I will even send you a copy of my version, because in the odd chance that I decide I want to change the texture of something, you should probably you should probably be seeing the same thing I'm seeing. However, it's a very 512 by 512 texturized, so for less than powerful computers, it might not work that well. Don't worry, there's a dumbed down version of Sphax 2 I can run. Not nearly as cool, but still. Here, making a little bedroom. This I would probably actually use just to sleep in. I got that painting on a sheer force of luck, because that was the one I was looking for. Put up a crafting table over there to act as a bedstand, and we're pushing in a closet right now. We don't really want anything extravagant. Shut up, Todd! We don't want anything extravagant. That's Todd texting me. Yeah, how about we repeat myself one more time? We're not looking for anything extravagant. We're just looking for something to break up the gray in the room. That's pretty much it. I also later decided to change the birch floor or the stone floor into grass. I thought maybe I wanted a variation for the bedroom, but I swiftly realized no, I don't. So that works out. It works out. Yep, there it's happening. There it's happening. Let's see, what was I gonna do next? I think I expanded out a little further into a cave. Yep, that's what it looks like. What? Oh, no. Next up. Please tell me next up. Next up was adding support beams around the cave. Support beams are not necessary, but they help to add to the theme. Because if you're building a home in a cave, you don't want a cave-in. You don't. It's no good. Your home getting crushed because of the environment you placed it in. Not that very good. And so that is the appeal of the beams. The support beams is it adds this pseudo fear of gravity and adds character to it as well. Adds another dimension. It adds a little depth. Not a lot of depth. There wasn't a too large amount of depth in this build. I could have added a whole lot more, but for some particular reason I didn't. I think I just wanted to be simple and get this done kind of quick, as I'm going back to working overnights again, so I'm going back into an overnighter schedule of not sleeping. So I kind of wanted to get videos backlogged as much as possible. That way, if I decide to stay up for too long, I could quite simply just have the video get changed to public instead of unlisted on my phone, which would be mint. Which would be mint in the case that such a thing happens. But I'd have to do a little more backlog and recording. Another thing, the Realm is probably going to be coming back soon-ish. Marty's computer. Marty's coming back. Okay, I'm gonna ruin the surprise. There you go. Marty's coming back. But his computer is having difficulty connecting to his internet, and I'm thinking all internet, to be honest. So it sucks. It sucks because he is the guy that helps keep the Realm entertaining for me, and probably for you. So, yeah, it sucks that that's the difficulties he's having, but it is such the way that it is. And I'm sad about it. But, no downsides. No particular problems other than that. So we'll be putting out some Realm videos as soon as we can figure out how to get his computer working properly. If we can't, well, then I guess I'll continue making videos like this, because I don't find them too particularly difficult. I think the hardest part is finding the inspiration for this, to be honest. So here here's the involvement I'm gonna ask for you guys. If you have anything you want to see me build or want me to attempt to build, go ahead and just leave it in the comments. You know, leave anything really, particular anything you want to see. A huge penis sculpture. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Because I appreciate the suggestion, and inspiration is probably something that's going to drain slowly over time here. Over time, as we do more and more quick tutorial builds in creative. I've also found myself getting better as a builder in general by doing this, which is also a good thing because, you know, I like to think I'm at the pinnacle of perfection for Minecraft, and I know I'm not, but I like to think I myself am as perfect as I can be at it, and the more and more I do, the better I become, so it's a double win. It's content and me getting better. Woohoo. Next up, we're going to add the usual pathway to get to the new build, because of course, it doesn't matter if you build something if no one can find it. Well, I mean, unless that's the purpose for why you've built it, is so that people can't find it, but we want people to find this. And by people, I mean myself, because this is my single player world. So, we're carving a path through the spruce forest, kind of in a windy way, because I think getting into a cave shouldn't be too particularly easy. Next up, after adding the pathway, we're going to be adding first we're doing a mob-resistant entrance, and basically that's digging 5 blocks down, placing string at the top layer, and then putting carpet over the string. And what that does, and hopefully I will demonstrate in a quick moment, what that does is it basically tricks mobs into thinking that there's a 5-deep hole right in front of them, and they won't walk into something that'll give them damage unless they're being particularly stupid. They won't walk off into a fall. So I push that guy out there, go into survival right here, and he goes ahead and just walks around up top, and this one's gonna do the exact same thing because they cannot see that there is actually a way for them to walk over it. They just can't see it. It's another one of those buggy ways to manipulate the AI of the game, but it's nice. Here I'm trying to add vines, so I have to undo a little bit of my work. But I just wanted to add a little depth to the entrance, just a little bit more. And I did so by adding another exterior layer of logging. Adds a little depth to the entrance, which is nice. And there you go, it kind of does like that privacy veil, you know, that veil of beads, those, uncultured people. Hippies, there we go. Those hippies use, yeah. By the way, no offense to anyone that actually knows what I was trying to say. So now we're going to take a little quick tour, walking around town, going up the path. There's the entrance. Hopefully we slow down here in a little bit, but I have my doubts. So there's the Furnace, there's the chest room. Look at all these walls. The walls are just loaded with goodies. The bedroom, not bad, a little closet over there. Further down in the cave, and then we stop there. If you would like to expand, you can go further down in the cave once you've got it safe and once you've got the materials you want out of it, and also if you think it's the right general shape. Remember, you can always dig it out. It's not like you have to build walls or anything too particularly crazy like that. Now we're going to switch over to the vanilla texture pack, and we're going to do the same thing again. And again, I have to blatantly admit that it is not as good in the Sphax pack. I should have built it in vanilla and then switched it into the Sphax. But I didn't. I just love the Sphax textures more. So it looks a little more contrasty, But I think if you don't spam the ores as much as I did, you can get the correct look. And I wish I would have done it in vanilla, then switched to Sphax, but oh well. There's the interior peak, and then we're gonna do a quick loop around. And then we're going to go back inside and go ahead and get some sleep because it is nighttime. In the meantime, I'm going to switch to my texture pack. So, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have any suggestions, please send it into the comments below or wherever they move it in the future. I'll greatly appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll be seeing some realms soon. But if not, well, don't worry. Something will come out. Now, let's get some sleep.